want to get to the big story. As Israel ramps up its military response to Hamas attacks, civilians are fleeing to safety. The death toll for Americans killed in the conflict has risen to 30, with more than a dozen still missing. Some now have a way to escape the violence in Gaza, with Egypt reopening its border today. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington, D.C. for us. Bree, good morning.
Good morning, Maureen. So we're still waiting to see if and when that border, that Rafah border, is opened. But the U.S. is working to evacuate Americans to safety as the conflict in Israel enters another week. Week 2 of the Israel-Hamas war, and Israeli fighters are preparing an attack by land, air, and sea. In an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes Sunday, President Biden continued to pledge his unwavering support for Israel while condemning Hamas.
The most important thing is ending this brutality and to hold those who committed it accountable.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in the region meeting with partners.
To make clear that the United States stands with Israel to prevent the conflict from spreading.
As the fighting continues, the humanitarian crisis is getting worse. The Biden administration is working to get Americans out of Gaza through Egypt,
where they can be safe physically and where they can have access to the essentials, to food, water, medicine, shelter.
The U.S. is also ramping up efforts to free hostages.
Hamas wants to see if they can't get something, and I'm sure there'll be some kind of exchange that they'll be looking for.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers visiting Israel was forced to find shelter. After experiencing the dangers firsthand, they vowed to help.
We are working very hard to put together a comprehensive package to deal with the so many needs that Israel has.
A sense of urgency to send assistance to Israel and to address the growing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. And Prime Minister Netanyahu has invited President Biden to travel to Israel on a solidarity visit amid the war. The White House is considering the request. Maureen?
A lot of updates to get to. Bree Jackson live for us in D.C. Thank you so much.